Hello and good morning. It's Toy in here, and it's actually June 1st at the time of recording. So I thought I'd do a little vlog. So I want to do a series where I share my life as an academic entrepreneur, in case anyone is wondering, like, how do you manage your time being a full-time lecturer and working in academia, but also running a business? So that's what this series is going to be about. I haven't decided what it's going to be called, so you'll see the title in the title of this video. But today it's June 1st, so there are 3 things that I like to do at the beginning / end of a month for my business. So I'm going to walk you through those things, and also this is me testing out my new camera as well, so hopefully this footage looks really good. All right, so I just sat down at my desk. The first thing I like to do is write out a to-do list for the day. Also, I just realized my office is very echoey, so hopefully it sounds okay. But I have a few key things that I like to do, and I'm gonna make sure I put that in my to-do list, but there are some other faculty responsibilities that I have to do as well. So I like to get my faculty responsibilities out of the way first, so then I can spend the rest of the time working on my business. So it's nice to kind of view like my business activities as a reward for getting my faculty responsibilities done, and that also like helps me manage my time well because I have something that I'm looking forward to. I try not to do business things before faculty things because my faculty work is my main responsibility. It is my job that I love. Yes, at this point my business does make me more money than my faculty position, but I love my job, and I can't imagine not being a math lecturer. So I need to make sure that I'm doing all of the things for my job first. So step 1, to-do list for the day. Alright, so I just wrote out my to-do list for the day. I'll show you what I have. It is summer, by the way. I'm not teaching any classes right now. I'm not teaching until July. So my days are pretty free. So things will definitely change in July and in the fall. Alright, so here is the to-do list for the day. And I've highlighted the things that I think are the most important on my to-do list. I have 1 most important faculty responsibility and 1 most important business responsibility. And I do like to break things down to smaller subtasks if I do have smaller subtasks. Alright, so I'm working with my accountability partner now. We use the Pomodoro technique where we work for like 30 minutes and then we chat about what we did, then we set new goals, work for 30 more minutes, and so this is our first session. And so right now I'm doing all of the emailing that I had on my list. So I just remember that I just got a payment for a McNair program. They're not participating in my summer McNair program that I'm doing right now, but they wanted to enroll their students in grad school prep and asked if I could bulk enroll them. So their payment posted. So I just went through and enrolled all their students and sent them an email like, this is what you were enrolled in, this is what the course is about. So I did that first. Now I'm ready to send my emails. So I am the chair of the mentoring committee, the teaching mentoring committee in my department. And so a few grad students who will be eligible for teaching in the fall, they have chosen who they want to be their teaching mentors. So I just need to go and email those mentors to make sure that they're available, and we'll be able to mentor those students as well as give a list of like responsibilities, like things that they're responsible for as the teaching mentor, like observing classes, chatting about the beginning of the semester, reviewing tests, and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do now. All right, so I've done all of my school responsibilities. I've sent all the emails. Next, I'm going to get into my new month activities that I do every single month for my business. Typically, I don't spend that much time on my business because I have like systems in place. So I only need a couple hours every single week because I have these automations going and things run on autopilot, and it's amazing, and I'm happy to share more about these things on my channel. But I do spend a little bit of effort at the beginning / end of each month. And so the 3 activities that I always do is, number 1, my numbers. So I call it my numbers, but really these are my KPIs, my key performance indicators. These are the stats that I have deemed that are most important and most profitable for my business. And I like to keep track of these numbers just to see how things are going. In the beginning, I used to keep track of all the numbers, but that was great because it showed me which things were effective and which things were not effective in my business. So to save time, I cut out all the things that were not effective, and I only do the things that are profitable and the things that I really, really enjoy doing. So I do the numbers, and then after the numbers, I get an idea of how well last month went. So that's a good time for my second thing that I do, that is goal setting. I like to set like 2 to 3 big goals for my business for the month that I'm actively working towards. So I'm not just like sitting around hoping people buy things and hoping my business goes well. I'm actually working towards a goal, and that tends to motivate me to actually keep working in my business and reach for more, because it's so easy to like just let faculty responsibilities just like take over and neglect our business. And so these goals help me stay on track. That's the second thing. And then the third thing is content planning. So I want to create content that aligns with the goals that I've set, and the goals that I set are based on the numbers that I've analyzed. So I have my content planner here, so I'll show you what that looks like once I finish planning. So step 1, numbers. So I have a Google sheet that I use that keeps track of all of my numbers. So that's what I'm going to work on now, and I'll let you know which things I'm actually keeping track of as well. All right, so I just did my numbers, excuse the lawn mowing outside, and I wanted to let you know what numbers I actually keep track of inside of a spreadsheet. Let me turn these notifications off. Okay, so first, I have them in categories. So the first category is my audience. So things that I know about my audience that I think are helpful to help me run my business. And that is my newsletters. People sign up for my email list, and I keep track of my total number of subscribers each month. And then to get more specific, I actually zoom in on leads that I have for my 2 main programs, Grad School Prep and Focus. So for those programs, I've set up systems so that if people sign up for this thing, I know that they're interested. Like if they sign up for something in particular on my newsletter, like the workshop about your first semester of grad school, they are a lead for grad school prep. So I keep track of how many people are leads for grad school prep and focus, and then I like to see how many of those leads actually turned into customers. I also keep track of my YouTube subscribers because that's where most people find me on YouTube, and then my Facebook group members because that's where the people are most engaged and talking, and that is where I make the most impact when I share. So I learned actually Instagram isn't really helpful for my business personally. It's nice to connect with people and people get behind the scenes in my life, but I made 0 or very few sales directly from Instagram. However, I do get most of my sales from my YouTube channel or from my Facebook group. So I know that Facebook group is very valuable for me. So I always keep track of the students in my Facebook group. And then I do keep track of my Instagram followers as well. It's more of a vanity metric for me. It doesn't really help my business that much. Okay, so that's audience. So then I look at sales. So I go through for my main programs, Grad School Prep, Focus, my McNair clients, and if I do any business consulting, I list how many people and clients. Oh my goodness, I got 20 McNair clients this past month for May. Amazing, it's double what I did last year. Okay, then ads. Did I do any ad spend? I actually did, which I need to go in and get that number. And then the last section is revenue. So how much did I make from each of my products? And then I look at my total revenue. And so far, my revenue has been going up, but that typically happens for my business. It's very seasonal. In the summer, I tend to make a lot of money due to my summer McNair program. All right, so those are the numbers and everything is looking good. Everything is growing. I'm seeing that right now, comparing my two programs, grad school prep makes more money than focus, which makes sense. It's a more expensive program, but that tells me I should probably put more effort into promoting grad school prep and less of my time promoting focus. What I typically do is promote focus inside of where people already know me, like my Facebook group, my email list. But for grad school prep, that converts really well for people who don't know me. So I tend to talk about that more on my Instagram or my YouTube channel. Okay, so that's where like having the data really helps you plan. So now that I have the data, I have the numbers, I'm going to take some time and do some goal setting. And I'm actually gonna do that in my content planner. There are pages in here that helps you set goals. And so I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so here is my spread so far. I don't typically use every part of my content planner, but I love this part, the place for my dreams. So it's like just for me to kind of like brain dump everything that I want to do for the month before I finalize what my monthly goals are. So here are my monthly goals that are based on my numbers. So last month for grad school prep, I got 9 people that enrolled. Next month, I want to do 10 just to make it a nice number. I got 5 people in focus. I think 5 is a good number. And I'm planning on working with 1 consulting client for academic entrepreneurs. And so that's going to be my goal for June, to finish working with that client. And then I am doing a branding photo shoot. So that's also a goal. So once I do these, I can check them off the list. And then the thing that's on my radar, this is not exactly how this was intended to be used, but I really want to do a formal launch of my consulting services in July. So I'll be doing things to prep for that. All right, so then I want to do my June spread. All right, so I need to like fill in all the stickers and then fill in my content plan based on my goals for the month. So I'll show you that when I finish. So I finished my monthly spread. I don't like to like fill it all the way up because I don't need to do all this work. I just kind of do the bare minimum and like what I really enjoy. That's my McNair notifications, but I really like that I can like break up my goals into weekly goals. So I don't have to worry about getting all 10 people in my program. I can just worry about 2 per week or however I want to divide it up. And that kind of helps inform what I do for the rest of the week. So I have my Sunday YouTube videos planned out, and then I send a newsletter on Monday. I'll be speaking at the Grad School Success Summit on this Monday on the 14th, so I have that there. I have Instagram on Wednesday, repost my YouTube video on Instagram on Friday, and then work on my consultancy on Thursday. So that's about it for business stuff. I think I finished everything on my to-do list, which is great. So now it's lunchtime and I can just chill for the rest of the day. So I'll probably watch a little TV, a little YouTube, do a little exercise. I have dance practice tonight, so I'll do that. I'll go ahead and end this video here. If you have any questions about any of the things that I do in my business or how I stay organized, feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will continue with my grad school videos on Sundays, but these videos will happen throughout the week. So make sure you subscribe and get notifications if you're interested in these types of videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.